Well, Kelly and I nailed it as a husband and wife team this weekend. We really did. We got a lot done. We got all of this siding up on the shop end of the building. It was a lot of hard work. It was hot, and most of the time, well, more than half the day, we were in the sun too, which made it extra hot. Working up on the scaffolding and ladders and all that kind of stuff, and crazy angles and cuts because of the curved roof. It made it hard, but we got it all done. This is the bus owner, Stuart, getting some sweat equity, working on his bus over the weekend.
Do that for the video.
Alrighty.
Just a little hint, when you release the jack back up afterwards, don't let it go all the way up. Just saves all that pumping.
Things are fogging up. Oh yeah,
Like butter.
very nice.
This way you don't damage the end of the threads on the brand new $20 stud. And you'll know when it bottoms out. You should be able to see it flush up against it, but you'll feel it with the press. Sometimes there's a hair of a, depending on the bevel, you'll see a little gap, but you'll feel the press get really tight. You're there. Nicely done.
All right.
That's the wear on the kingpin. And you can actually see, you can feel it through your gloves too.
This is the rebuild kit here for that.
Only one? What's wrong with you? There were two halves on there. Not see the rings.
Okay, so we got the siding done on the building. It's looking pretty good, I think. We have it water sealed up to about that height right there. You can kind of see a little slight different color. But it was quite the project. It took us 3 days, Kelly and I, and I lost half a day because I got injured. I let the air hammer, giant air nailer, on top of a ladder, 12 feet up. So I was right at the top of that right there. Hammer was sitting on the ladder. I was getting ready to walk up the ladder, wasn't even looking up, and it fell down and hit me on the head. And honestly, I think my glasses saved my life. They were on top of my head, and it broke the lenses on my glasses. And I ended up, having to get staples and everything, but I think it kind of cushioned the impact by giving me an extra layer of protection there when it came down. It was crazy. But, we were going to paint all of our trim black and the doors black. We started it, but I think we're going to strip that off of there, and we're going to stick with the natural wood and maybe put a light brown stain just on the trim around the doors. And then still not sure if that's what color that's going to get painted. But we're figuring it all out still. But it's protected from the weather now. I think it looks real nice.
This is what fell off the ladder and hit me in the head. It weighs 8 pounds.
Watch your teeth.
Several hours. Pressing in bushings here. We just used a little plate of steel between there to help hold it down so that now it can get pulled from over here. And that'll keep it from getting caught. Works out real easy. There's our beautiful new bushings. Very large. We're gonna take these, and we got 2 of them, one for each side. We're gonna put them in the freezer so that they'll be hopefully slightly smaller when we go to install them. Coming out the bottom. These top little grease holes, no grease is coming out, so we gotta get them and clean them all out. Get the pick down on them so we can get them cleaned out and flowing grease. Right now, only the bottom ones are flowing grease, nothing on the top is. Good. Everything's flowing.
I'm still looking at how disgusting some of that stuff is.
Yeah, we should keep pumping it out because we got good grease. Let's get that old shit out of there. This is really gross stuff.
I think most of the grease in this tube is going in here.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, we just ran the grease gun in the grease. We froze the bushing first. It's been in the freezer, and we got it most of the way. But it is definitely we watched the frost line disappearing on it from the heat as it was going in. But we're almost there. We're using this plate of steel now and a sledgehammer just to get it in the rest of the way. We got about another inch and a half maybe to go.
Yeah.
Or 6 inches, as Kelly would say.
Started in the hole at all?
Yeah, bring like the whole thing up a little bit.
Up?
Yes. Keep going because we had it to where it just slid. Okay. Right there. Okay. And down just a little bit. Okay.
All right. It's almost together. We're getting there. Through the airbag too, which really sucked.
I think you're there.
Okay, so there's a new brass ring in the middle, and then the half moon goes on the outside. There'll be 2 of them here. Just waiting to get it on there. We're greasing everything up real good, and we've got the brand new clamps going on. The clamshells, the other ones were worn so badly, it was crazy. I'll get a close-up of it in a little bit. So not only were the shims worn on there, but there's a big groove worn in here. Because the shims were worn, it allowed it to pivot
So that's why we replaced these. These are the clamshells that hold it together. But it's supposed to be flat, and on the bottom it's nowhere near flat. So the new clamshells will hold it all back together tight like it's supposed to. I'm just hooking the airbag back up. We're gonna put the grease fittings in it still, grease it up.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. At the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.